What's up, guys? I'm Jed Abendroth, and this is Big Man Fitness. Alright, what is going on, guys? Well, I know, I missed another week. I do apologize. I hope you're with me on this. I did something a little bit fun, so I wasn't home to put out the video. I did take a fall, and if you have been following me on Facebook like I've been telling you to do, you would have seen the video. So, went out with my buddy Brad, his wife, his stepdaughter, and some new friends of ours from South Carolina. And we took Brad, his wife's, and their friends' Jeeps through like an area just outside of Stafford, Virginia. And it's a state park, it's a park, and it's four-wheel trails. So there's trails for 4x4s like Blazers, Jeeps, Broncos, Hummers, whatever you got. And then there's also smaller trails for like side-by-sides, four-wheelers, dirt bikes. And it was a lot of fun. I brought my camera, the one that you're watching me on right now. I did take a fall. It survived the fall, and that's why I put cages on everything I own. It did really well. One thing got broken, but I'm gonna fix that. Banged up my knee a little bit, scraped up my leg a little bit, but not a big deal. I stepped on a loose rock when trying to run out in front of the Jeep to get shots of the Jeep doing cool Jeep things. And yeah, took a little spill. Not a big deal. It was a lot of fun. I can't wait to go do it again. And we're going to be going out more and more. So that's what I did. That's what I was doing. So I apologize. I definitely did not get a video out, but I think it was worth it. So remember in my last video, we were talking about, the nuances of, the food pyramid and the differences of like no two calories are made the same. Wow, I was struggling to get that one out, wasn't I? I feel like my mohawk's off. I think some leaning. I don't know. Anyways, it does seem off. I need to pull it this way. It might be just the screen behind me. I don't know. Anyways, and then I said, what really gets me fired up are supplements. We're going to talk about that later. We're talking about that now. So, supplements. What are supplements? When do we take them? Why do we need them? And what is the rundown? So, the idea of a supplement. Just think about that word for a second. I need like the Jeopardy music. Supplements are made to supplement your real food. I'm an advocate for whole foods, real foods, but I also, myself, this guy right here, I take supplements. Why do I take supplements? Because I'm supplementing my diet and I'm making sure I hit key nutrients that I myself feel I need to hit. Now, that doesn't make me a hypocrite. No, I still believe in real foods. I still believe in whole foods. And I do plan on, when I get down to the weight or to the size or when I get big like I want, eating mostly whole foods to get all the nutrients I need, and hardly, if ever, supplement. So what supplements do I take? Well, I take a daily multivitamin. Most of us should. Most of us do. And that's one of those supplements I have feeling I'm going to take probably the rest of my life. Not a big deal. That's not a supplement I'm against. I also take fish oil. Great for, again, we're talking about fats. And it's one of those super healthy fats, superfoods, right? It's one of those fats, well, you just need in your life. So I definitely take me a lot, or not a lot, 600 milligrams of fish oil every day. Now, some of the supplements that eventually I'll wean myself off of. I take magnesium and potassium. Now, I could just eat a banana, eat other fruits, vegetables, to get the magnesium and potassium. And not count the calories. So, again, I'm in a massive calorie deficit. So I am taking the supplement rather than eating the whole food. Trust me, I like bananas. I'll be eating bananas when it gets time to eat a whole banana. I also take vitamin D. Now, I don't take that year round. We're getting into the season of, I won't be taking vitamin D. I probably won't take it until end of November, early December, once I stop here in the next week or two. I take vitamin D supplements because, well, when it's cold, I'm not outside as much, and the sun doesn't shine for as long. I'm in the northern hemisphere, so during the winter, we're not getting as much sunshine as we do, well, this time of year through summer. And I like being outside. I'm going to get plenty of sunshine. I'm going to get plenty of vitamin D. I don't need to take it during certain months of the year, for probably a good half of the year. So I do take a vitamin D supplement. I also take creatine. Now, creatine, again, is one of those, and along with my pre-workout, when I go to work out, are probably things I'm going to consistently take. Now, whether I take pre-workout with caffeine, no caffeine, try to get sugar-free, that changes throughout, well, the time, how I'm feeling during the week. That just changes over time, right? One of the other things I really do take, and I've been taking a lot more here recently, collagen. Studies are in or out. Does it help with, your joints? I'm going to tell you, I get what the studies are saying. Even if it's placebo effect, it definitely makes me feel better with my knees. Sue me. Like I said, it could be strictly a placebo effect, but it helps me. I feel like it helps me. So I'm going to keep using it.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Who are you talking to? That was a little weird. So I'm going to keep taking the placebo effect, even if it is really a placebo effect. It's collagen. So those are the main supplements I take outside of protein. Now, I do take a lot of protein. And what I mean by, I take an isolate protein, and some of you are probably like, whey's just as good. It might be. For you. I'm lactose intolerant. Whey protein destroys my stomach. Yes, I am that lactose intolerant. I could take pills, true. Or I just take the isolate protein that I take and allow that so it doesn't wreck my stomach, and I get a little more per scoop, a few more grams of protein on each meal. And I'd usually take 2 scoops twice a day. So I take a good amount of protein, plus my protein bars, the actual protein of food I eat. I'm at like 300 grams of protein a day, just shy. It's a lot of protein, but I like protein. I get a lot of protein. It makes me feel full. It makes me not, and this is different for people. Different people. I don't feel as heavy, right? Like if I eat a fist of protein versus a fist of pasta, I'm gonna feel that pasta's gonna make me. I'm gonna want to go to bed and crash out. The protein, I might feel a little heavy at first, but then I'm fine. I feel totally fine. Now, I don't get the energy from protein like I would the fistful of pasta, but it's not overly heavy on my stomach. So I do take in a lot more protein, and most of the protein I take in is, if it's not isolate protein, would be my either chicken breasts or tuna. Those two my 2 favorite sources of protein. Now, pound for pound, I would argue tuna, I think, is actually a better source of protein. You can do a lot with it. I'm always afraid of mercury poisoning, but we're getting off topic. So supplements. Now, why am I such a big fan of whole foods? Now, there is the whole foods, any food sold in the U.S., and we're going to talk about U.S. markets. Any food sold in the U.S. is somewhat regulated. Whether it goes chicken breasts, those eggs, the vegetables, the fruits you buy, even the cereals and the sweet stuff and the stuff you should not eat has some type of regulation to it, and they have to put like different types of information on the cover so you know what you're taking in, and they gotta list their ingredients, and there's a lot to that. Supplements you don't need to do that with. Supplement companies are not regulated. So that scoop of protein, that might have some heavy metals in it. That cup of creatine might have some very harmful things in it, including besides the creatine. Or it might not even have creatine in it. They're just selling you some powder. You don't even know what's in it. And they can just say proprietary blend. And they're fine. They don't have to list anything else. Now they throw some fancy words out there to make you feel like, oh, I got the good deal. But that's all it is. Supplements are kind of like a fun for the companies. A fun way to make money without possibly killing everybody. We're definitely putting possibly, because that's dangerous if you ask me. So although the supplement market, and again, the market for supplements is huge. We're talking multi-billion dollars a year. You don't need 90% of it. There's companies out there, and I'm not going to name them because, one, I don't want to be sued, and two, I've read some of the stuff, but I can't expel it word for word, right? I can't tell you everything they say word for word. A lot of it, and not to be gross, you buy it, you use it, and it becomes very expensive pee and poop. That's just what it is. So, supplements. Use sparingly. At times they are needed. And I'm not going to say I'm someone, I don't use supplements. I use supplements. I have to use supplements. I'm in such a deficit, and there's certain values and nutrients and macros I'm trying to hit that I have to use supplements. But it doesn't mean it's the end all be all. I do want to get back to whole foods, and I eat whole foods when available, when possible, on cheat meals, stuff like that. So always keep in mind, remember, it's not always just about the nutrients, the vitamins, and just the three macros. Pay attention to what you put in your body. That's a big one. That's very important. And as always, guys, reach on down here, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, and give this video a big thumbs up. It really helps me, helps my channel, helps distribute my channel. Like I was mentioned earlier in the video, find me on Facebook, Jedediah Raymond Abendroth, and from there I can lead you to the group I've made for this channel. If you want to, and please do, follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at JedFTK. And as always, if you don't feel comfortable reaching out to me on any of the platforms I mentioned just now, then please send me an email, bmfjed@gmail.com. Guys and gals, I hope you had a wonderful week. Hope you have a wonderful upcoming weekend. Upcoming week. And man, we got holidays coming, my birthday's coming, and we got some stuff to talk about. So stay fit, stay healthy. I'll see you soon. Peace.